Hello and welcome to AWS Certified Solution Architect course. In this video, we will create a private subnet and launch an instance, and we will see whether it's able to reach out to internet or not. And in case it's not reaching out to internet, that will obviously it will happen. We will attach a NAT gateway, and we will make the instance to able to access internet. So let's go to the route table. We already have a private route created. Okay, and after that we just need to create a subnet, private subnet for that. So let's do one thing. We will just change the route table, and it will be able to convert it to private subnet. So just remember the subnet ID. The subnet ID, let me rename it. Okay, so I have renamed it to private subnet. So let's go and launch an instance into the private subnet. Okay, so I'm selecting 2012 server, configure instance details, subnet. I will select the private one, private subnet. Okay, use subnet setting. So this is not required since it's in private subnet. It's not required even though we enable the auto assign public IP. Let's keep it like that, no issues. Other things are good. So what we're trying to achieve here is we want to access internet from this instance, and since it's in private subnet, it should not allow us to access internet. So let's review and launch. If we see the I'll change the security group to one we have created, but that will not be an issue because I will launch the instance. It may take some time to launch. Till then, I will pause the video. So the instance has been launched. Let us check what is the subnet. If it is launched in private subnet, this is the subnet ID ending with D8D. Let's see. Yes, it's a private subnet. So we will connect to this server and we will check whether we are able to access internet or not. I don't think we will be able to connect this server because since it's launched in private subnet, so remote access will not be allowed. So here only it has been proved that we cannot access instances in private subnet. So if you want, I can change the subnet. I can change the route table of the private subnet and show you if we are able to connect it or not. So let me change the subnet, then we should be able to connect it. Just a moment. We'll go to VPC. I'll change the route table. Okay, and now again I will try to connect. If you see the key file is providing different password every time, so now we are able to connect. That's because we changed the route table. Now internet gateway is there in the route table, so we are able to access this server. So that completely defines whether we will be able to access that server or not. So let's do one thing. We will find some other servers within in the same subnet. Again, we will change first we will change the route table, and then our internet connection, our this remote desktop connection should be gone. So I'm saving that. See, the connection is being lost, so that means it's perfect. Whatever we learned in theory, that's working pretty well. Now, if we are not able to log into the server in private subnet, what can be the solution? How we are going to check? So we can do one thing. We can launch a server in public subnet and RDP the server from that particular server, and and then we can check the status of this server. So but before that, let me check if there is some other server which is launched. Okay, it's in different subnet, so that's not possible. So that defines, like, if we are launching a instance in private subnet, it will not be accessible from internet, and the instances in private subnet cannot access internet. So that concept is clear here now. So thanks for listening. Have a great day.